Good evening and welcome to Bryer Rail. It's patch day today. Yeah. Southeastern Highspeed, Great Western Railway and the core game itself. There has been quite a lot tinkered with. Oh, and the 465 had an update as well, which we'll be covering in this evening's stream. So we're just waiting for the 395 to come in. We'll take that up to St Pancras and then we'll come back out with another one. And hopefully you'll get to see some of the improvements, good evening Rogan, that have been made to Southeastern Highspeed. They are plentiful, but I think it's a lot to do with work under the hood on the game itself. So there is a new 395 livery floating around on 395025. It is carrying the back Medway 2021 bid for City of Culture. I'm not sure if there's a poster on Gillingham station that covers it. No, I don't think there is. No, they didn't put one on here, but there you go. Have some lovely flowers. Did you see the new start screen? Okay, have another look. It's also on the... Oops.
Please do not smoke until you have left the station premises.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure some stuff out for that start screen. I need to speak to a graphic designer to get some stuff done. Oh, ow. Punched myself in the head. That's a good start. Right, so here comes the 395. Now, they have amended the AI to use the correct headlights now. Before they were using the wrong headlights, so in the daytime they'd have the night light illuminated. Right, you're right, Chief. Yeah, it's time for you to go and get a cup of tea, mate. Yeah, go on, off your trot. See you later. Right, so everything's pretty much already set up. Just need to make sure we turn that on. Turn all our safety systems on. And we are good to go. As long as you don't do that. What film did you watch, Rogan? Anything interesting? Anything fun? Ah, I haven't seen Creed 1 yet. Alright. Oh, we have got to wait for a few moments. Oh. Yeah, they're about Apollo's son, aren't they? Always meant to watch them, just never got round to it. Right, okay, so updates for Southeastern Highspeed. It appears there has been some more working on the sounds for the 395. there's been some general tidying up as well of that sign. You can now read that label, things like that. Coming up to the 50, so we're just going to power handle 1. Evening Kaleidoscope. Hope you're well. It's just going to be a pixelated mess, I'd imagine. For you there, Rogan. Sorry, mate. That's be for everybody, to be fair. Tunnels will do that. There's compression and black don't go together. Yes, I'm not bad. I'm not bad. Just waiting to get out of this tunnel so I can go back to the external view to carry on doing my... this is what they've updated. Oh, blimey. What are you watching on today? TV or... Right, anyway, so yeah, we go back to the update. So, the core game got an update today, and it would appear that there is some optimization underneath the hood. I'm pretty sure the TSW guy, or the DTG guys that are on the TSW roadmap stream at the moment, will tell you exactly what they've done, but there has been some substantial... Oh, cool, that's right. So there does appear that they've done some work with the core of the game. So that's the Unreal Engine side of things. Because as you may be able to tell, the draw distance is a lot better than it has been. And also the smoothness. It appears that the graphics have... on the Xbox Series X anyway, seem to have taken a massive step forward. Yeah, you still get the bit of a popping on the fences and stuff, which you can see on the left of the screen there, but overall the smoothness of travelling at speed. Hey, Kaleidoscope, thank you very much for the subscription. Oh, Rogan's gifted it. Awfully kind of you. Thank you very much. Now you don't have to watch the adverts. Evening, Ollie. Welcome to the stream. So yes, it appears that when we get out onto the high-speed network, you'll really see it. But also, Great Western Railway had an update as well, which we'll cover after a couple of runs on this. And that as well is running a lot smoother. So yes, there are good things going on with TSW. They have announced that there is a TSW update coming alongside some other bits and pieces. And the Wibble factor on the forums went through the roof when they announced, when the roadmap came out today. And it does appear that we may be getting a next-gen version. Yeah, it was a good stream, Ollie. Yeah, it was a fantastic stream, Rogan. Until his internet took a dump. Yeah, it's my own channel. I know what the rules are. Language, Ollie. Right, so 30 mile an hour into the tunnel. Not that we can see anything in the tunnel, it's just too damn dark. Not that the lights would make any difference on this bit. But yes, overall, patch day today has been very good. Great Western had an update because of the diesel pack that's coming out on Thursday or tomorrow night if you're on console. I had Brockwurst mash and beans, and it was my premium mash as well, which is lots of butter, lots of milk, nice and creamy with the skins left on. It's what you call tea in 30 minutes. Garlic bread? Bread with garlic? You're wrongin'. Traditional teenagers fare, that. Right, anyway, we're on the hunt for the new livery on the 395. So, look for a big pink square. It's not very big. No, it's not that one. There it is. There's the new livery, just there. What are the chances of that? Sandra, what's dogging? Right, so yeah, we're in the platform. So let's have a look. So that's the new livery, UK City of Culture 2025 bid. Cool, you don't have to live an exciting life with your diet there, Ollie. Squirty cream, pears and meringue. Till you live at home. Mum's finest. Right, okay. Again, you can notice a few little bits of detailing. The cars have all been upgraded as well by the looks of it. They're not just blobs anymore. Yeah, it's called middle-age spread. You've got that to look forward to, Ollie. When you get to about 30, your metabolism goes through the floor. Get a little paunch on and get the dad bod going. Right, so we're at the 30 mile an hour as we're going over the bridge. And we have a green signal at the end of the bridge. Lovely jubbly. Can anybody tell the difference? Can anybody notice the differences with the frame rate and the smoothness and... Or is it just me? Am I being stupid? Skeleton with acne. Charming. Oh, 465. We can definitely tell that they've fixed the 465 appearing randomly, because we've just seen one, and we've seen the new 395 livery on the first run on stream. Champion. Right, we're now coming up to the Strood and Hyam tunnels, and we all know what that means. The signalling's all wrong. Come on, train, come to a stand. Cool, hardly used any brakes then. Brake notch 1, lovely. So yes, tomorrow... no, it got locked by the moderators because of your response. Telling him to go and get back into his rock or under his rock. Ooh. Because when you said that he was a idiot and that he should go and himself, the community managers didn't really take very kindly to that. But yeah, so anyway, I was going to say before we got rudely interrupted by your comment, tomorrow is going to be the 8 hours day in the life of a driver, where we start in the morning, nice and early, and we do a few runs as a normal driver would, but then we have bits and pieces to do throughout our shift in inverted commas. So I'll be starting that around 9 AM and it will be continuing until it's done, until it's finished. It's about 7 hours and 50 minutes. I'll then be going off stream and then I'll be coming back again at midnight for the Great Western Diesels DLC. Right, so here we go towards Higham. Right, we're nowhere near in the tunnel yet, the whole train, but I guess I can't check the rear of it. It doesn't let me. I'll just accelerate. It's interesting that it's not pixelating for you today, Rogan, because I haven't changed a sodding thing. Not one iota of a thing has been changed. Oh, you think it's YouTube? But I thought Twitch was pixelating as well. So here we go, coming out of the Strood tunnel for all of about 2 seconds and then into the Higham tunnel. Oh, why is my phone going mental? Oh, reply to that. Oh yeah, blimey, it does, doesn't it? Wow. Not bad. Well, at least I know that the settings work. Oh, we're speeding. Right, this signal does have AWS. There we go. Ting. Signal at the end of the platform. I'm pretty sure there's an AWS magnet. No, there isn't. There wouldn't be. It's a distance signal. Yeah, but there he is. There's the AWS. Ding. What was that idiot talking about? I don't know. Womble of the cocks. That one is a 4-aspect signal. We've already done the video on that. What a fantastic emote. What channel's that from? Wibble. Oh, got to do the horn. Brilliant. There has also been some changes to Who Junction and Who Yard. There's a little bit more stuff in there. There's 3 rows of wagons now, and a yin-yang on its side. When there's a yin-yang on its side, it can only mean one thing. Bryer's been in there. Yeah, I do like Alan's emotes. They're pretty cool. Oh, there's another AWS that works. 4-aspect signal as well. It's 3-aspect in the other direction though. In the down direction it's 3 aspects. Little quirk of the signalling. Right, anyway. Oh, we've got a whistle board here, yeah. As we are out in the open, just look how much smoother that is compared to what it was yesterday. I am not just imagining it, am I? Again, I've turned motion blur off because it does my head in. But I don't think that would make that much of a difference. It just feels a lot better. Xbox is kicking up a fair amount of heat as well, so I have to open the window in a little while. Otherwise I will be sweating my Rastafarian nays off. We're losing time again. At least we're on greens. Yeah, I did that HST run and I noticed that the draw distance seemed a little bit further away. The trains weren't popping out of scene when they went past you. Or you went past them and you were looking behind you. But they're taking, for me, they're taking steps in the right direction. I think that's the right word to use. We're going in the right direction with it on consoles. We've been lacking behind the PC players with it for a little while, but I think they're finally getting a spanner on the nut, as it were, for the console versions. Well, at least on Xbox Series X. But I think a raw power might solve a lot of the problems for them. Were you playing it on the 1X earlier? You were, weren't you, Rogan? Did you notice any frame rate differences? No need to put a kiss on the end of your messages, Rogan. I know how you feel, mate. It's alright. We can keep it as our little secret. Yes, but it does feel, it feels smoother all round. There seems to be a lot more people about as well. I don't know if that's because of the time of day that we're in here. But everything just looks a little bit more higher res. Wow, how have we lost 3 minutes? At least our... oh no, look, got a little bit of a fault there with the dot matrix. We lost a couple of little dots there. Is the one on the top? No, it's... I like that. It's like a little feature, that. Drive far. I'm driving in the speed limits, Ollie. It's the dwell times that kill you with a 395. It dwells for ages. It has almighty dwell times. Right, when it gets there, start to close the doors. Oh, for crying out loud. Look, you push the unlock button and then it says, yep, you can lock them again. Then you have to wait for them to unlock. That needs fixing. Right. Reverse it to forward. Ebbs Fleet. Right, 30 mile an hour until we get past that. Even that looks been a bit aged and weathered. And that's a different one, it doesn't have the yellow bits there, look. Which number's that one? Yeah, it's one of the original ones, it doesn't have the yellow bumpers, because if we go on the front, see? This is one of the second gen ones, 1.9, and it has those there. That's a nice touch, I like that. That they've actually stayed true to... Yeah, that 66 run was good earlier, I enjoyed watching it, but then I knew where I was going. Oh, PRI is out. Hopefully they're about to announce that the GSMRs are about to work, so when you can go on the SG button to contact the signaller, so you don't have to use the bloody menu. That'd be nice. Lots of 12 cars today in the morning. So they have added in some empty coaching stock moves for the 395, which will be coming out of the sidings just over there, I believe. That's now a spawn point. Oh, hello 375, coming from Northfleet. Yeah, Northfleet Station's just over there. Right, so this is where we're going to actually, well, we should be able to really see the what appear to be the engine optimizations when we get this bad boy up to sort of 225. Hopefully it's time for big speed. Hopefully we're not stopping at Stratford and we can go right through. I bet it says, yeah, stop at Stratford. That's why there needs to be a signaller mode in TSW when they bring multiplayer out. Oh, Lee's made a boo-boo. In your own time, doors. There we go. Right, DRA on. Reverser to neutral. Pan up, shoes down. Reverser back to forward. Take the DRA out. As we have a green. Many greens. Tone at your own will. Rogan, have you managed to get yourself any Coke Zero, the new tasting Coke Zero yet? Good evening, JBS. You probably can turn off AWS if you had it on. No. AWS would have to remain on. You are not allowed to disable AWS on the UK railway network without the permission of the signaller. And also you have... you require AWS coming out of Tunnel 1. It's not used on HS1, but it doesn't mean you can turn it off. It won't activate. You won't get any horns or bings, but the system has to remain activated, because at the end you go back onto colour light signalling. But again, it's a safety feature and it cannot be disabled without permission of the signaller if a fault has occurred. Sorry, that's the rule book. It's amazing how much of this blooming rule book I'm remembering. Revision week next week. Right. We shall now fire up the Quattro. I've seen the light. I have seen the light. Oh, I don't know if my exam's next week. I just know that I'm off Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and there'll be revising days. If you could see the bag of books I've had to get out of the cupboard with all my notes on it from when I was learning. It's impressive. About 8 A4 ring binder bookfuls, like notepads full. But again, that's me writing everything down in a way that I can understand. Right, here we go. We're coming out into Essex. So let's have a little look. Let's go outside. Let's just see if we can notice anything different. No, all I can notice is that it runs a lot smoother. Be interesting to see if they've done anything with the fence. Sounds are good again. wheels would fall off, Ollie. You'd never get to find out. What, can you imagine a pacer coming down the Licky Bank? Or the Licky Incline? We are cooking on gas here. Under the Rainham flyover, under the A13. Now, did anybody see that purple signal then? That purple sign on the post? That's a HS1 shunting signal. Because as you saw, there was a diversionary route to the normal railway. Rainham Station, Rogan, just through that bit there where that bridge was. That was Rainham Station. That's Rainham, Essex. That was the trivia question from last night. So we now speed towards Dagenham. Barking just there. Ripple Lane. Well, it would look like Ripple Lane, it's not, because we're not even at Dagenham yet. No, they haven't done anything. Yes, that's correct. The one that's in the game twice. Alright, this is Dagenham Dock Station just here, where those towers are. Put the brake in minimum as we head down into the tunnel bore, because we are going to start to get slowed down. Because when we pop out, yeah, we're stopping at Stratford. It's a shame they haven't really put that many non-stop services from St Pancras to Ebbsfleet in. Quite fun going barrelling through the fast road at Stratford. I know there's a few scenarios where you can do it. Yeah, I think I've finally found some good settings for slobs. Running well. I'm on bloody mute. Wonder how long I've been on mute for. I'm talking away to myself here for ages. Evening pint. I doubt Ollie even heard me slagging off Stratford. I think I've been on mute that long. Sorry, folks. Went and collected all those collectibles, talking away to myself. Saying how nice it would be to go and just do a day at like half an hour's train spotting at one of the busiest stations on the route. What a plonker I am. Yes, yes I am. Just play it cool, Trig. Oh, we're at 150. So we don't really need to do anything, but we do need to start making sure the speed's coming off, because I think it goes down to 100 from this one at the next signal. Anticipate those speed drops. Yeah, see? $8,000, blimmin' hell. How close are we now? Must be nearly there. Done it well, I doubled it. Oh. Right, we should get a 60 now, flashing. Oh no, stayed at 80. Right, JBS, there's the AWS gone off again, so that's why we didn't disable it when we left Ebbsfleet. Because we're now back on colour light signalling. Right, we're going on the up road. Never would we get the N. I don't know what the N stands for, if I'm honest. Should probably look it up on the track maps I've got for what it stands for. It's that route there. Right, so we're at 40 kilometres for our approach into London St Pancras. Not had what platform we're going into yet though. That's at the next signal. $13, unlucky for some. Right, so which way are we going then? 13, I think it's straight on, isn't it? Oh no, it's the furthest to the left. Oh! Nearly got taken out then by the speed alert. Started to overspeed a little bit. So has anybody in chat actually driven the train boat yet? I've only seen it in the game, and the only time it's actually been in a train formation that I've driven was when we had it on launch day. and it was the second unit. So we're 6 minutes late. Oof, dear. So the plan is to now get the next one back out, and we'll go to Gravesend, and then we'll change at Gravesend and see if we can get a 465. Right, DRA on, neutral. Work. Oh wow, they're cool hazard lights. Disco at St Pancras. Welcome to the chat room. Has chat just died, or have I gone offline? Anybody there? Hello? Oh. Weird. Maybe chat disconnected. I thought I saw Tumbleweed going through the room. Right, so as we're going to be taking another one back, and we go doosh. Doosh. Right, I doubt we got gold because of how late we were. But I've already done this service. There we go, level 100. Wahey! Join the Elite Free Figures Club. Right, let's stand up. 847. Well, we'll take this set back then. Just check that, yeah, lights are all on. Long old platform. What unit have we got for the way back? 008. Oof. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-da. Doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo. Did I walk past an empty newspaper rack? I may well have done. Red, I may well have done. I was not really paying any attention. Just mooching around. Oh, no, sign though. Bosh. 2 more to go. I've got no idea where they are. Bosh. To be fair, they're probably, the maps are probably here somewhere that I haven't got. But I'm not going to go wandering. Right, run back up the platform. Right near the front of the train. What, this front of the train or the other end? Yeah, I think I've got the collectibles on the other platform. But we're pushed for time. We've got to get this one back out to the country. It's like a drinking game, this. Oh no. There it is, I see it. Whee! Right, let's get in. Is there anything else we have to turn on in there? No. Yeah, we're all good there. TPWS is normal. W, fire up the Quattro, DRA on, I'm just waiting for that mask, there we go. Pan up. Okay, there we go, good to go. We'll unlock the doors. DRA is set, reverser is neutral. Put our day running lights on. I really like those hazards. Oh look, they're going alternatives. Dun, 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 dun. Just in case you can't see them. Fire up the Capri gear. Oh. Right, so now that we've set the train up, let's take a little look back down the train as we wait for time. So yes, one of the, like I said, I think I said it earlier, just in case I was on mute, one of the bug fixes was that the AI now use the right headlights when driving the 395, because they were driving with the night one on all the time, which was most inconvenient during the day. So we do this one, we'll then see if we can find a 465 to drive when we get to Gravesend, and then we'll head off to, oh, we're going via Stratford. Ooh. We are not stopping at Stratford. What was I saying about going non-stop? So what are we? Are we empty coach in stock? Yes, we are not actually a service. Interesting. Oh, it's going to Ashford. I hope we can get from the low-level platforms to the high-level platforms, or we're screwed. We can't get up out of the seat though now, because if we do, we get stuck on it. Because the game would tell us we can't drive it. So we are going to be whistling along as we go through Stratford, and then we haven't got to slow down either, which is cool. Right, onto the down line. Kilometres an hour now. Cab signalling begins. As you saw the cab marker just on the left hand side of the running line then, which means that in-cab signalling is now taking over. Do a quick running brake test. Evening, Cliffy. Welcome to the stream, my man. Pleasure to have you back. Right, that's our running brake test done. All needles have returned to 0, and we're going to go straight to power handle 4, and we'll let the computers do all of the work. You join us on an Ashford International service, Cliffy. Completely by accident. We did want to go to Gravesend, but we've got to get off at Ebbsfleet. Ah, 6:30, that's not an early, that's middle of the day shift, that is. Oh, I forget you're passenger, aren't you? Yeah, that is early for you. That's middle of the day for me. Well, it's a pleasure to have you here. It is patch day for Train Sim World 2 today. There have been changes for Southeastern Highspeed, Great Western Railway and the core game. Oh, and the 465 had an update as well. So when we get out of the tunnel, you should see the buttery, silky smoothness that comes with the patch. Ooh. Come on, signal. Why are you dicking us around for? We're non-stop to Ebbsfleet. But yeah, the frame rate seems to have been welded to 60 frames a second now on the Xbox Series X. No dips, no nothing. What is the signaller doing? We are clear. There we go. See, I'm going too fast and the emergency brakes have kicked in. So we now have to wait for it to get to 30 kilometers an hour before we can reset it. But that's TVM taking me out there, because I wasn't at 115 when we hit the 100 board. But the good thing about TVM is when you get to 30 kilometers an hour, you can just cancel it and take power again. That's why I love TVM. See, look, we're going... Oh, that's why, because we're going over... We're going through the platform. Yeah, dick move, signaller. See, it could have put us through the middle road there, which is 225. No. We have to go through the naughty children's platform. Yeah, well done on your exam, Cliffy. I saw your results. Top stuff. There we go, back to 225. Sigma just checking that the points are obviously still working at Stratford. Either that or he has had a points failure. And they've just fixed them. We're the first train over. Then we would have been going over at 15 miles an hour. Checking that they were locked and secured. Oh, shots fired, Cliffy. DSD. Right, when we get out of this tunnel, I'll show you what's going on. You'll probably instantly notice the graphical, well, what appears to be graphical improvements on the textures. Still get the little bits of popping and stuff. But that's an Unreal Engine problem. That's not something that we can do at the moment. Climbing out of this tunnel now. Come on, train. Where's 225 when you... well, they've put on the road map that there's a new update outside of other stuff, so I think it might be, mate. I think it might be. But again, the wibble factor on the forums in the thread was ridiculous, so I've sort of tried to avoid. Blimey, this tunnel is exceptionally longer than I remember. The best... Oh, hang on a second. Hang on. It's been locked now, but there was one particularly fantastic thread from last night. And it is well worth a read. Where's it gone? Yeah, there it is. Engage wibble factor. That's worth having a read unless you've already read it. I had a few too many hours on my hands last night after streaming. That's all I'm going to say. Right, anyway. So outside of the train. Not that you can really tell in the fence, but here we go. So outside of the train... go, slow ourselves down, but I don't know if you can notice how much smoother it is when you're in flyby cam. It's pushing over 60 frames a second a lot of the time now. As you can see by the little counter on screen. So we've gained an extra 2 frames a second. I think so. Oh, many speeds were had over the limit there. Yeah, they've changed the PIS on the 465, done a few bits and pieces that Southeastern Trains asked them to do to the DMSO. What else? They do some other bits and pieces to that. Quite a bit on Southeastern Highspeed. If you get a chance to read the patch notes, they're in the announcements section on the forums. Always fun trying to lose speed going downhill. Yeah, you look at the one underneath that though. I did a video. Well, you're going to call out the game developer, expect Network Rails to send out a crew to check the signals. And I was that crew that went out to check the signalling. I don't mind people saying that things are broken, but at least learn how things work before you start commenting. Hence why I put RS521 in there. Right, we're going on a different route here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We're not going off up the incline. We're going into the low-level Ebbsfleet. Bet you didn't know you could get here. Bit of spad. There we go. Right, so as that was a fitting end to that, we will now head over to Great Western. And we'll have a look here. Right, we'll do a little 165. Let's just go into journey first. Yeah, Ollie didn't help matters, but hey ho.
You've been called in to cover for a driver who's been delayed on another service. You're needed to take the train out to Reading, where the driver will continue the service as scheduled.
No, we're not doing it. I've only loaded it in so that we get the extra stuff. Love, sorry. Right, explore, timetable, little 166. Right. Can't remember what that hidden service is. Ooh. It's a shame there is none of the blimmin' branch line services. There we go. Is there a London Paddington to Maidenhead? Yeah, there we go. Get on the old Maidenhead shuttle. Right, so we are... Oh. Right, away we go. So yeah, you'll immediately notice that everything in Paddington has had a little bit of a textures upgrade because of the new TSW exclusive Great Western Diesels pack that's coming out. They've given this sort of the TSW2 effect. It's no longer a preserved route as such. It's actually had a full-on sort of updoodle. Oh dear. I need a bit more wiper than this. Right, so Slough is the first station for us. I'm pretty sure some of the livery editor designers have put a 395 in Great Western livery and put it on here. Yeah, I think some people have done that. I'm just not good enough with the livery editor to do that, to be honest. I am wanting to do more on the scenario planner though. Just wish it was a little bit more up to, like, sort of more same family JBS. Exactly the same family, in fact. The 395 was the test bed, if for want of a better word. Again, Electro Star family, so yeah, you could do it. Right, we're on green. We're on the 40 now, so... Ooh, little audio glitches. Engaging warp drive on the USS Enterprise. Geordie LaForge dropping in dilithium crystals. Yes, JBS. So the 377, the 379, the 387, the 375 are what they call the Electro Star family of trains, and they are all, in theory, the same thing. The only reason they have a different number is because they've been made to different specifications for each train operating company. So whenever a train operating company orders their own version of a unit, it gets assigned a new number. Right, we're on the 50 now. Let's get crack-a-lacking. Yeah, but again, they're the Electrostar family of trains. So they're all the same, made by the same company, same bogie set, same carriage. They just have a different face and stuff put on them. I may just have sped through there. Whoops. Anyway, only a little 3 car. Oh dear. Right. The Aventra series is a completely different type of train, but yeah. But in theory, the 465 and the 166 are the same train. Yeah, this will be the route you did this afternoon, Rogan, yeah. Oh, yes, sorry, that's what you meant, yeah. Oh, right, with you now. But then the Aventra, there are so many different looks to those trains. Like the 701s look like they're the baby brothers of the 345s. And then you look at the 520s that Greater Anglia have ordered. They're completely different to the other ones that have been ordered and stuff. They're really different. Right, on to 90 now. Back to notch 7. Oh, I'm coming on a 70. That means we're going to get a feather in a minute, folks, but we don't get 2 flashing yellows to tell us, we just get the signal. And I can't believe that there it is. Good job we got good brakes on this 166. Yes, that is exactly why they designed it. JBS, from what I understand, is that it is literally component based. So you can order the components that you want in it, but they all fit on the same. It's all the same. It's like Lego. Lego for trains, I think, would be the accurate way to call the Aventras. I've just done it at 70, but what you'd get before you got there would be 2 flashing yellows, single flashing yellow, and then the green and the feather. But unfortunately this will need a complete re-signal to enable flashers, so we're not getting it. Yeah, I knew it was 70. I know it was 70, Cliffy, but the game didn't give us flashing yellows to go over the junction. Don't tell anybody, JBS, but the 707s will be replacing the 465s. give more of a... I'm pretty sure you do get flashing yellows at West Acton Junction or Acton West crossover. Pretty sure you do. Because the main line speed is 80. Yes, but what does a 707 look like? In all fairness, it's exactly the same to look at as the Class 700 that Thameslink have got. So it's all run. Well, Southeastern's not technically run by GTR, but Southeastern want to look the same as GTR, so more people get on their trains instead of waiting for the Thameslink trains. That's all they're doing. God, these little turbos giving it the large. Bit foggy out there though. I didn't think it'd be that foggy. So we're going back over to the relief lines at the next junction. It'd be nice for the flashing yellows to give it away. Oh, we don't get them on this route. Yes, yeah, that's correct. Yeah, 59's going to Acton. Is this Heathrow Airport Junction? This one, isn't it? Coming up here. Cliffy, is this Heathrow Airport Junction? I do believe it is. That flyover goes over, doesn't it? JBS knows his onions. So what does a single yellow with a feather mean? Answers on a postcard, please, ladies and gentlemen. It means we've been put behind a slow-running freight train. What signal would you expect? It's nicely illuminated. Yep, but what have we got ahead of us? In true train sim fashion. We can't give you a flashing yellow, so we'll just give you a single yellow. But then we'll throw a green out in front of you, just to really mess up if you know what your signals are going to be. So what time do you finish tomorrow, Cliffy? Oh yeah, don't I know it, Cliffy. West Coast Main Line at Hounslow Junction. 70 mile an hour crossovers, but if you're single yellow with the feather, and then it'll step up to green as you get close to it, and you think, you damn you signaller. I always look at the route I'm going on and see what the signal is after the diverging route. If I see green, I'm carrying on at 70, I ain't slowing down. Even though my mentor, when I did my handling hours, said, if you spill your tea going over this junction, you'll have failed. So I used to go over it at 60 when he was in the cab with me. Didn't want to spill his tea. God forbid. Ooh, chasing yellows. Don't tell traction inspector you were doing that. Ooh. Right. We're going to be late to Slough. Yes, yeah, mine used to brewies on the hot plate on the 66, and if I spilt any of it when we went over junctions, I'd get a negative mark for the week, and he did my review. We only ever spilled tea once, and that was his own fault, because he didn't put it down properly. Right, coming up on Slough. Ooh, we've got quite a few people escaping London early on their way home. Every railway signalling seems complicated after you've driven in the UK. We invented the railway, hence why our signalling system is the best there is. Nice and simple and easy to understand, unless you're reading it in the rule book, which is supposed to be written in clear English, or plain English. Is it? Is it? When you accidentally hit the wrong keyboard. Just gonna slide into your DMs here at Slough. Forgot it's raining. Yeah, see, that's dangerous in my eyes, having all of those different signalling systems. Just create a universal one. No, I think German signalling is probably the safest I think I've experienced on this game. Because when was the last time Germany had a major train incident? Like a big smash. Quite a while ago. Oh, fair enough. PZB clearly didn't do its job properly then. Oh, why is the stopping point so far down the platform? Ah. And I must admit that people really do need to understand that the 465 does spawn in randomly on the Southeastern Highspeed, but compared to the 375, there isn't that many of them. Oh, they said they fixed it and they haven't fixed it. They spawn in at a rate that is acceptable for the amount of units that there is. That's why I just stop when I know that my back end's in the clear of the end of the platform. Right, Maidenhead. 9 minutes to get there. It's only 5 miles away. Must have a bit of restrictive aspect signalling coming up. What's ahead of us? Ah. There I go. Look, Cliffy, I'm in front of us. But he's then following another little free car stopping service. So yeah, we've got a freight train ahead of us, and he's following a passenger train. And then we got Maidenhead. Yes, JP, yeah, that's what I'm getting at. That's what I'm getting at. Is that people are still moaning it's not enough. There's only a finite amount of 465s the game can spawn. Yeah, I wondered where you'd gone, Ollie. Right, as we know we're going to catch up this 66 ahead of us, I've just throttled off. And we'll just coast along on greens, because I'm not going to chase him. What's going to happen? I'm going to be stuck behind him on reds. Yes, JP, yeah, when I played it earlier after the patch, I came across about 6 or 7 of them in about 15-20 minutes of gameplay. Oh, what's your first best then? That's an interesting one. Now on 3 aspect signalling, I think. The HST's nice, and I'm really sad they didn't give it a BR blue and grey for the Great Western Diesels pack that's coming out tomorrow night. It'd be nice to have seen the old Intercity blue and grey. Well, that's fair enough. I like the speed control on the 377. Oh yeah, sorry, multicolour aspects, yeah. Multi-aspect signals. Have you ever heard of a mass signal, Cliffy? Yeah, mass, yes. Multi-aspect signal, that's what that superb guy kept referring to. It's a three or four colour aspect mass signal. No, I don't remember it in my driver training, hence why I pointed it out in that thread, which he then threw the toys out the pram with. Good evening, Willow, welcome to the stream. I knew what he was talking about, like, but geez, you called the signal by 3 different names in the same sentence. That's impressive. Alright, single yellow ahead. I've got no idea what he meant, to be honest. That's why I sort of started breaking the signalling down. Just to educate more than anything. Single yellow, searching for red. Searching for red. Searching for red. Aiming for 15 mile an hour at the magnet. Searching for red. Searching for red. Searching for red. Target red. Stepped up, single yellow. No more than 30 mile an hour. Yeah, I normally do the same. Or I swear profusely at the signaller in the cab. Single yellow, searching for red. Red will be just outside of Maidenhead, awaiting clearance into the bay platform, or through platform 3 I think it is. Searching for red. It's not a bay platform, is it? It's a through platform onto a loop, or onto another branch. Yep, I love it. Absolutely love it. Although signallers are trying to get Network Rail to allow them to send custom messages. I've learned to take them. I've learned to accept them. Single yellow ahead. Can't. Single yellow, number 4 indicator. Yeah. We accidentally go through to them sometimes at Wembley. It's always an interesting conversation. Searching for red. Red will be at the end of the platform at Maidenhead. Red ahead. CML? What the hell's a CML? Oh, Chiltern Main Line. Yeah, there's also a part of the London, Tilbury and Southend route that if you bang the red button there, you stop the Channel Tunnel. Trains in the middle of the Channel Tunnel get brought to a stand. Red ahead. And it works vice versa as well. If they smash the emergency button, you can get stopped on the LTS for a train that's in France. I'm surprised we didn't go into the platform off to the right. I've been on a 357 when that's happened. Thank you very much, Cliffy. Anybody would have thought I did it for a living. Right, do we get a gold? Come on, give us a gold. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, big money's always a helpful thing when you've been on training money for a while. Right, guys, I am just going to grab a drink and some bits and pieces. I will be right back. Don't you go anywhere. Hello, I'm back. Probably me, mate. I always toot at that one. Ooh, 12. Doesn't taste the same as it used to. Right. Oh. Whoops. Right, let's see if they've actually got anything in the store now that I need to acknowledge, because there hasn't been anything. No, nothing. What's on the Dovetail Live bit now? The roadmap. Have a quick look. Let's have a quick little look. So what we got? We're entering a very busy period of the year for new releases. A Rosaline, Clinchfield Road and Hamburg Lübeck. Launches all coming up soon. After these releases, the teams will start work on their next projects and will be able to detail what you have to look forward to over the coming months. The big changes this time round is that the preservation crew has completed their work on the Long Island Railroad, hence the removal of the projects and extra items in the upcoming list. They'll now move on to rapid transit. They're going to start from scratch on it, and MSB, which they will be working on in parallel. The other noteworthy addition is the mysteriously named Train Sim World 2 update. We won't be going into much detail on this project in the short term, as it's expected to take a significant amount of time to complete. Next gen upgrade. Suffice to say for now that it's the main update we'll be releasing this year. Next gen update. So what's on the next arrivals? We've got the Diesel Legends of the Great Western. Alright Cliffy, see you later mate. Make sure you stop by the stream tomorrow. It's from 9 AM until 5 PM. And it's a day in the life of a Southeastern driver, where I have a diagram to follow. It's 7 hours and 50 minutes. But anyway, yeah, so what's in the upcoming section? Fix the Bakerloo line again, just scrap it. Long Island Railroad, yeah, they all need fixing. Loads of fixes for the M7, the M3 and the Long Island Railroad. That's probably me sitting on the cushions, Cliffy. The last bit. Yes, lots and lots and lots and lots of improvements for the Long Island Railroad. Yes, look, cool, lots of them. Oh, adding it to the livery designer. How many ways can you skin aluminium? That's the question. Then we've got the route add-ons coming up. Again, we'll be getting all of those, so we will bring content on those. What's in production? Memory use optimization. Steam trains. They've changed that now. Add platform departure boards to the preserved collection. Now, that was only on certain routes, and they've now changed that to include all of the preserved collection. So maybe Great Western is actually going to get it. Rail driver. Full length of platform climb up function. Livery designer compatibility. Oh. Just in case there wasn't enough 420s in this game already, the TSG have developed another version. TSG are developing quite a lot of German locos there, look. Oh, look, there's a Class 313. Oh, 187, DB, BR 187. Standard 1938 tube stock developed by Rivet Games. And then, look, there's two more route add-ons there, Cane Creek and Glasgow Cathcart Circle. What's in planning? Core, Train Sim World 2 update, standard download sign reduction, Track IR support has been removed, and the Long Island Railroad preservation clue has all been done. So there you go, you're up to date with all things train sim. So we will go back to driving. Where will we go driving now? Haha. So we can't drive any of the American routes at the minute because they're broken. Can't drive Peninsula Corridor. We can't do Oakville. We can do Sandpatch Grade, but all the other ones are broken. One single carriage? Or are you talking about carriages in general in units? The best carriage number? Oh, you completely stumped me there with that one, mate. Do we want to do East Coastway or Tees Valley? Let's do Tees Valley. Fair enough. Right. Journey mode on the Tees Valley.
Welcome to these Class 37/5 diesel-electric locomotives in rail freight sector livery. This brief introduction will go through the startup and stop procedures. The rear locomotive is already running with its tail light on and its handbrake released. Climb aboard the lead locomotive. A lot of time will be spent driving, so take a seat to continue. The master key is used to activate the driver's controls.
I like the fact that we just sat in the seat and it had some sort of thing on it that just allowed the engine to start.
Set the reverser as indicated in preparation to start the engine. Go ahead and start the locomotive. With the handbrake holding the locomotives, set the train brake as indicated.
Secretly, you love it, Rogan.
The main reservoir will take a moment to charge. This can be observed by watching the brake dials. Now use the reverser to set the direction of travel. Lights and a head code are important to let anyone around. It's time to move. Set the handbrake as indicated.
That'll be somebody else's job in the real world. Be a second man there. The never-ending handbrake winding.
Increase the throttle to start moving. Do not apply too much power too quickly. Coasting is a method used to efficiently maintain
they're boring, aren't they,
constant
these
speed.
tutorials?
Make use of the brakes and throttle controls to manage the train and prevent overspeeding.
Ho hum, ho hum. We're not going anywhere in particular here by the looks of it, we're just rolling along like you do. It's really silly without its route indicator lights on. What does it want me to do? It's not really giving me any instruction. Let's go up to 20 mile an hour then. That's clearly what it wants me to do.
Approaching the stop marker, apply a small amount of brake force to achieve a comfortable stop.
We're going through this signal, boys. Gonna spad. Whee! Through we go. Let's not bother with that. Quite a few audio glitches have come into this patch. I don't know if you guys are picking them up at your end, but they're definitely on my end. Right. Let's go with this one. Christ, it's cold. I didn't want to hit that button. Oh, fiddlesticks. Restart, because you can't restart a 37 once you shut it down. Hashtag bug. Right, let's try again. Oh, Hitman. Oh, Jesus Christ. Better behave ourselves, people. Right. Oh, might need a bit of window wiper here. Turn your window on, wiper on, John. Christ. What good are you going to be to me if you can't see nothing? There we go. Get the cab heaters on. Right. we go. Is it one or two of us? Just one. Quite a lot of snow buildup. Must have been a cold start. Got your cab heaters on there over there, John. No, you haven't. Oh, come on, chop chop, we need to get it warm in here. Right, we've got 20 miles an hour. I'm not even sure what the speed limit is for where we are. Well, we'll just go with 15. Be safe. As we're in the cab together, John, you go have the windows down, mate. COVID secure and all that. COVID-19 secure we got to be. Fair enough. Both had our tests. We're all right. Oh. Hopefully we get to go somewhere a little bit quicker than 20 mile an hour. Which route are we going on? Oh, at least we're not going through the yard. I've had it do that to me before. It's put me through that route there. I mean, you have to go through there at 5 mile an hour. All the way through, and then you come out there. That was painful. God, it's getting nice and toasty in the cab now. Go on, get kettle on, John. Chop chop, son. Oh, Oxo, gravy. Oof. Oof. Bovril, cup of Oxo. Oof. Right, we're on 20 mile an hour now. Oh, not yet, we're not over this junction. I think we're already doing 20 though, just between you, me and the gatepost folks. Climbing uphill. Ground position light is off ahead of us, which means the route is clear. We're clear to proceed. Hopefully that 60 is coming up reasonably soon. edged over this junction. And then we can gun it, and Ollie can get all excited for his tractor loving. We're going across anyway, no? Oh, yeah we are. We're going across. 20 mile an hour. We don't have any length limiter in this, so we're going to have to revert to good old fashioned when the train is fully over the junction, as is now. Once we get up a little bit more speed, we'll do our running brake test. Right, we're approaching a 25, but we're not even doing 25 yet. Might have to bag this off, this running brake test. Don't think we're going to get fast enough. Considering they're empty wagons. It's 37 struggling. Climbing uphill as well, which isn't helping, I suppose. Middlesbrough station, I think this is. Come on, running brake test. Okay. Really much to say at the moment, folks. You can see what's going on. Let's wait to see the 60 board now. It's not really a board, is it? It's a metal. Are you getting any pixelation in the dark here, Rogan? Or is it alright? Right, we're on the 60. For the signaller in the signal box there. Right, so we're still climbing up towards the ore terminal reception road. It's 4 miles away. And I think we may have needed more than 137 on the front of this, going by how rough it's sounding. Come on, train. Serious hills. Right, 45 mile an hour on the clock, near enough. Alright, let's bring the throttle down a little bit. Because we don't want to go barrelling along, do we? Because what does barrelling along equal? Spads. We don't want spads. Right, out the power, as it looks like we're now starting to go downhill. 45 mile an hour board should be somewhere out there in the snow. There it is. Right, just 2 miles to go now till the destination. Some serious amounts of snow on the windscreen, and he still hasn't made us a tea. What is going on in the world? No tea, no biscuits. I'm having words with your supervisor, mate. Get on my loco and you don't have no brew up skills. Unbelievable. Taking the bleeding mick. Yeah, he bloody did. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, for crying out loud. Man's hungry. Oh. Brakes. Going in there a bit quick. Oh, blimey. More brakes. What do you mean you can't see? What's wrong? What happens? It's 3 o'clock in the morning, mate. Middle of the night. That any better? Looking okay on my screens. That better? Can you actually see anything now? I've brought the contrast up a little bit. Be a bit grimy. Right, we're nearly there. How much you want to bet they're going to ask us to load them when we get there? Oh no, we just got to stop. Wow. Thought we were late then for a second. Bring it on. Although you wouldn't be able to put them on intermodals. Not unless you uprated the wagons. You'd have to have special wagons developed to run HST on intermodal freight, because you'd need the power cars to talk to each other. So you'd have to have multiple connectors to take the electricity and the signals from the front to the back. But if you were to convert Mark IIIs to like parcels, yeah, bring on express parcels. GBRF were talking about doing that with some HSTs, but it looks like Orion are doing it now with the 319s. No point, mate. Defeats the object, in my opinion. Still have to run round. You'd still Might as well just have a power car at each end and then... top and tail them. Oh, the headset's falling off. There we go. Right. Bronze. Oh, a bit of speeding. Everyone loves a bit of speeding. Right, off the Tees Valley. Where should we go to now? Coastway, okay. Ooh, what weather? What weather shall we do? Moist. Right, any particular time of day or particular service? There's no rain, mate. Wetness is just the wetness of the rail and the ground. Precipitation would be rain, but we turn the rain off. Just have wetness. I'll add about... Bring the wetness down a little bit then, because it'll continually get wetter. Right. Let's do a bit of single line running along the Seaford branch. To activate all of our safety systems manually. I always make that silly mistake of doing the AWS first. None of them. Can you guys hear that audio cackling, or is it my headset? Can't tell. Just ever so slight little, like a lip. Yeah, there's must be my headset or the Xbox. I do like the little bit of the seafood branch. Right. Start to break for Bishop's Stone. Oh, we could be sliding out the end here. Forgot they've amended the brakes of the 377, haven't they? Oy. Oh, I love a bit of East Coast way, me. I like that. I like that uniform that Southern wear. Yeah, can you hear it there? It's like the wipers sound like they've got an electrical cackle on them. And then it stopped. Maybe it is my headphones. God, we've got traction sand. We are slipping wheels. Oh, taking a drink as the AWS goes off. That's always fun. Lovely bit of single line working on our approach to New Haven Harbour. Change for cross-channel ferries to bugger off, we're not going there because they don't like us. This will be the last route of the night, guys. This will be the last drive. As I've got the early stream tomorrow, which is consistently going to be busy. So oh, look, that signal would go against everything Superb believes in. That shows red, yellow and green. I've never actually seen them, apart from photos you've shown me, but I quite like a grid myself. 56s, I've got a soft spot for them. Across the level crossing. Mental Heath. It's a Mental Heath trip. Wow, they really have nerfed the 377 brakes. Either that or the railhead conditions are shocking. Ooh, lovely. I don't know why we stop at all these New Havens, because nobody ever gets on at New Haven. I like the way you can see the water running off the window. That's cool. Ship sounding its horn. I like the fact the card machine, or the ticket machine, is card only. COVID awareness. Oh, I think we... Oh dear. Whoopsie. Going for the arty train shot departure.
Passengers are reminded that smoking is prohibited at all stations and on all train services. This includes e-cigarettes.
Right, we have a 40-mile-an-hour junction coming up ahead. But then again, it shouldn't be, because we're just following the curve round. Oh, ying ying! to 70 then. Oh, that's a nice bit of time in that. He's off down the single line as we are on our way out. The speed control does work in this. I could have sworn somebody on the forum said that the 377 speed control didn't work. Oh, that made me jump. Oh, it's quite sedate. I quite like the East Coastway. Oh, bear with me a second. Oh, this could be a horrible stop. Oh. 2 Charlie 25. Cool, you have got to ping that right on the money, because... Two Charlie 25. So Lewes is our next station stop. Cool. I think we might have to make a scenario where the 465 comes down here. Cool. Any idea what that speed limit board said? Maybe 40 for the junction. Has anybody actually seen the speed board yet? I certainly haven't. There's another warning one coming up here. What's this one for with its AWS 40? I knew it was 40 at some point. Oi, bit of a... Xbox has got an update it wants to do. There's 40 across this junction, because they didn't make it a nice curve. .60 with a warning for 40, so I'm not going to speed up, I'm just going to stay at 40. Lose is just round the corner anyway, and we got to go to 15 or 20 when we get a little bit further round the next set of bends. That'd be the 15. Oh no, it's a 10, isn't it? I used to know this route. I used to be able to drive it with no HUD, no nothing. Question is though, are we going into the far left hand platform in the direction of travel, because that's the 10, and yes we are. No we're not, we're going into platform. Right, what's the yeah, if we had a 3 there, oh no, a 2, we'd be going in. We're not going across, but we are going on a diverging route to Brighton, because the road is classed as straight ahead. Right. Yes, that was a 1, yeah. But it is giving us a... No, the 10 mile an hour is... Oh yeah, it is blooming hell. Really cruddy track here, if this is how fast you can go. It's quite like this raining with not much cloud. It's quite cool. That's a nice shot. Get that one. Which platform should we stand at the end to watch this one go out? Should we do it from sort of here? Or should we jump across to the bit here to watch it go out? Which one? Okie dokie. I've completely obliterated all speed limits here. Whoops. Oh. I don't really drink, Ollie, if I'm brutally honest. If I am going to drink, it'd be gin and tonic. Right. Speed limits have all gone out the window at the moment. Oh, bit of wetness there in the forefoot. Should have to report that, really. Oh, I'm getting really tired now. Pumped for tomorrow, though. Cruise control's on at the moment. Just chilling. Having a shit in a metro. Oh, the DSD woke me up. Ooh. Doesn't Alan normally stream on a Tuesday? Or is it Monday? What day of the bloody week is it? It's Tuesday. Doesn't Alan normally stream on a Tuesday? Oh, Mondays. He's live tomorrow night. Yeah, I did see bits. Well, I was listening to bits of it. Apparently they're doing more work with Dovetail Games on Train Sim. But they're not doing EPs as such, they're actually doing full-on locos and trains, from what I understood they were getting at. God, these brakes are shocking now. Oh, that's an awful stop. Oh, well, we'll take that. No, the brakes, I've signed these. I've signed 375s and 377s, the same bloody thing. These are just shocking brakes. They nerfed them in a patch, or I say they made them more prototypical, they claimed, but I think it might be that the railhead's really wet as well. How many more stops to go? Not many, thank goodness. Well, no, I knocked the wetness down, didn't I? To be fair, I should just hit this button when I brake. So as soon as I put the brakes in, we dump a load of sand. All through the point work. Really make the signaller a happy bunny. Alright, so Musulkum. Got lots of standing water on that bridge there. That's an interesting place for that passenger to stand. Very interesting place. Oh, she's getting on. Oh, she's gone straight to first class. That makes sense, doesn't it? Standing there. Well, it's a very posh part of Sussex, don't you know? Harry and Meghan do have a weekend retreat in Musulkum. Ah, cool. London Road, and then Brighton, thank goodness. Apparently my smartwatch is detecting an abnormally high heart rate and I'm not even wearing it. I'm that excited about Musselcombe and London Road. Oh, I wasn't paying attention then. Good job for SDO though. Alright Olaf, you join us just as we're about to finish. I like that, Rogan. Alright, next stop is Brighton, thank K. Brakes are good when you're doing speed, but when you actually want them to stop you, they're absolute pants. Colossal bags of dog poo. Right, here we go. .15 at the curve of the platform. At least the rails are dry here, so we might actually stop half decently. No, we're going to have to go all in. Oh, sorry Olaf, I know you don't like that sort of stopping, but... How close do you reckon we are to those buffer stops? I reckon it's 6 foot. Oh, thank goodness for that. What do we get for that? Oh, gold. We'll take that. Wasn't even trying. Right. Okay, boys and girls. thank you very much for watching. Make sure you're back at 9 o'clock in the morning, though, for Day in the Life of a Southeastern Driver, where we will be doing a full 7 hours and 50 minutes. So yes, you heard me right. 7 hours of 50 minutes of uninterrupted train sim, where we will be taking breaks during the stream, but it all works out in the end. So yes, Southeastern Highspeed tomorrow for the Day in the Life of the Driver. If you missed any of the updates that I went through at the beginning of the stream, catch it on VOD or check the YouTube channel. But thank you all very much for joining me tonight. Thank you, Rogan, for the sub for your missus. But enjoy the rest of your evening, guys and girls, and I shall see you tomorrow.